Welcome back, everyone. Tonight on the Spotlight, we're bringing the light of salvation to our enemies by beating the shit out of them. It's Pucelle Ragnarok, finally out on PC after a long ass wait. Oh, hang on a second. Controller is picking now of all times to have an issue. There we go. Okay. Yes, this requires some context. This was originally a PS2 tactical RPG called Pucelle Tactics. A lot of you are probably more familiar with Nippon Ichi's flagship series, Disgaea. This has some loose canonical ties to that. It's kind of the same setting. We'll get into that. The main point is this game didn't get much traction and obviously did not get sequels, which always kind of surprised me. I kind of bounced off Disgaea for a while, but wound up liking this quite a lot. Pucelle did get a re-release on the PSP in 2009, where it took on the Ragnarok name, but only in Japan. This happened a lot at the time. Valkyria Chronicles rather infamously jumped from the PS3 to the PSP between installments. The third game, also PSP only, it still hasn't been released globally, even though the fourth one did. But back to this. So this is a PC port of a PSP game that itself was adapted from the PS2. And, you know, credit to Nippon Ichi, they've generally done a good job with their PC ports. Disgaea and Phantom Brave work pretty well on the platform, and this continues to be the case. Like how a lot of Japanese games handle this, they kind of have a special menu for PC-specific options, windowed mode, resolution, English and Japanese acting. The mouse interface works reasonably well. Combat is a bit tricky given the perspective. I wouldn't recommend trying to use the keyboard, but it's as good as it needs to be. I think the ports that work this well deserve recognition. Yeah. Oh god. They grew on me over time. Like I came to really like the Disgaea series and Phantom Brave and just a ton of great stuff out of them over the years. But anyway, let's get to the game. It kind of just jumps right into it. We'll get through the intro stuff here. Indeed. Oh, I think I had the I was going to switch to the English script, because we actually have Jennifer Hale as the voice actress for the English dialogue. Commander Shepard's on the case, we got this. But yeah, I left Japanese on. I'll change that afterward, the cutscene here. Anyway. She'll always be Sheena to me. Hey, Octal, good to see you. How's it going tonight? Doing good. Having a good time tonight.
Pucelle-san, キュロット君の言う通りですよ。あなたはまだ新米悪魔払いなのです。それを忘れないように。それに私たちは聖職者なのですよ。その言葉、光の聖女の名のもとに以後禁止します。またかよ。
Hey Zero, good to see you.
僕はキュロット。聖女会の新米悪魔払いです。
So yeah, we've got our power trio of demon hunters
光の
here.
聖女に憧れるプリエ姉さんと聖援隊員として入信したのですが、この春試験に合格し、晴れて聖女会の悪魔払い。今姉さんを叱ったのはアルエットさん。
So yeah, Priya, Kulat, Alouette, they'll be our main characters for the majority of the game.
2年前に記憶喪失の状態で聖女会に入信しました。入信歴から言えば僕らが先なんだけど、悪魔払いとしてはアルエットさんが先輩なんです。
Yeah, isn't it like some kind of article of clothing or something? I thought it was like a kind of
教育係
shorts.
は悪魔払いの技術だけでなく、言葉遣いや礼儀作法まで指導します。そんなわけで生まれつき口の悪いプリエ姉さんのボキャブラリーは毎日のように減ってゆくのでした。
So yeah, this opening sets the overall tone for these characters fairly well. Briere is obviously a hothead, nominally part of the good guys, but she's just eager to get into a fight and just swings at everything.
はーい。 では懺悔なさい。
Ah, fair enough.
はいはい、わか女神ポアトリーヌ様、ごめんなさいねーっと。はい、おしまい。
シスタープリエ、真面目におやりなさい。
もうやりゃいいんでしょ、やりゃ。
Honestly, one of the main reasons I got more into this than Disgaea is I just like the characters more. Like Priya, apart from having thighs that can crush a watermelon. Seriously, go look up the official art. She's basically if Chun-Li from Street Fighter was a red-headed French girl who joined the church to punch skeletons. Anyway, she's a fun character. They play with her obvious short temper and short attention span without making her unlikable. Galat and Alouette pull double duty in making sure she stays on task, and she basically is a decent person in spite of that. They strike a good balance and make her easy to root for as they do their thing. Laharl grew on me. It took a while. Like I said, I kind of bounced off the first game. I did give the second a try, and then eventually went back, and yeah, it was a... I don't know. Now we're working off of like decades of built-in associations with these games, so that's kind of where I was at the time, and that kind of stuck with me. But anyway, yeah, it's a good group, and I grew to really like the stuff Nippon Ichi put out over time.
きっとあなたの願いが女神様に届いたのでしょう。
この女は。ここは我慢よ、プリエ。私は将来光の聖女になる人物なんだから。
This is what I'm talking about, yeah. She's supposed to be kind of like a holy warrior. I don't know if they use the word nun in this game, but that's kind of what they're going for with her design. But she's clearly just itching for a fight. And she is ambitious and aggressive, and this presents kind of a fun contrast with the rest of the group. It's a flaw for her to overcome as the story proceeds.
よろしい。では参りましょうか。
Hey, Slayer, good to see you.
キロット君、操作の基本は？
はい、操作の基本は情報収集です。シスターアルエット。
Well, Laharl would approve of sacrilege, to be fair.
キロット君ね。
And of course, Kulat's got a crush on Alouette.
僕は照れてなんか。
さあ、二人とも迷える魂の救済に向かいましょう。
This is true.
光の聖女の名のもとに。
オッケー。光の聖女になるために。
Alright.
第1話、悪魔払いという仕事。
So yeah, they kind of throw you right into it. It's not a very long intro, and I go back and forth on how long that should be for a game. It's kind of a case-by-case thing. I like world building and character moments, but there's value in getting the player to meat and potatoes gameplay. Alright, so yeah, we're getting into some... just sort of running around town here. Children say they saw some zombies in the devil's stomach. That can't be true, can it? Oh, I think we're gonna find out. That's what we call the old sewer system on the edge of town. Did you forget? We used to play there all the time. Oh, that place? They call it the Devil's Stomach, huh? Some of the people in town might give us important clues, blah blah, etc. Tutorial zone. Yes, I think we got the basics. Let's see. Options. Here we go.
In the name of the Maiden of Light, we
there we go. Like I said, it's not a bad dub job. You got Jennifer Hale, you got Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Alouette, who we last saw in Alpha Protocol. Presumably she will not be getting ganked by Jim Cummings in this episode. It's really hard, Sister Olive. Well, everyone thinks that at first. I'm praying that you two will become great demon hunters soon. Thanks. Yes, I gotcha. True story, never played Pucelle. I know of it, I was always this guy first myself. Honestly, that's fair. Like I said, they're similar in gameplay, but different enough in tone that I could see one appealing and the other not, depending on which side you come down on. Obviously, this game didn't get sequels, which is kind of a shame. Kind of a shame, but what can you do? It's hard to believe, but only 35 years have passed since Father Soleil created the Church of the Holy Maiden. He worked long and hard to gain the trust of the royal family. Their help and support made this grand cathedral possible. So yeah, this is kind of a starter town, and we'll be back here several times throughout the game. Yep. But anyway, yeah, I think they tell you what they need you to get going. You're with a church, here's your main characters, go solve evil by punching it in the face. And there's background information and stuff if you want it, but they get you rolling in short order and develop the plot alongside your missions, which I think is a good way to do it. In fact, I believe... Yes, we actually have like a fast travel system, so if you triangle out in the controller, you can very quickly warp back to other places in town. So they really want you to get into and out of combat and story in short order. They keep you really moving. Not as such, no. This one is a little more focused on recruiting the various creatures you come across and using them to help you. You can develop the characters in some interesting ways, and you do get a wider cast as you go along, but the majority of majority of your options in combat come down to purification, which we'll get to when we get to the combat. So let's get out into the world map here. There's an interesting side detail with Priya, which is difficult to discuss without plot spoilers. Disgaea fans will recall that she's actually a recurring boss enemy in those games as Demon Overlord Priya. They touch on that in the original La Pucelle, and apparently Ragnarok adds multiple endings in a bonus scenario to kind of further explain this. Anyway, let's get in here. So yeah, starting with the sewers level off the bat, it's not a great start, to be perfectly honest, but it's a good tutorial zone to get our feet wet in combat. Exactly, you convert the monsters you fight. Alright, let's go in. That, I think, is the big difference. Alright. We'll skip the tutorial. I'll explain the mechanics as we go. Alright, so this is just teaching you where to put everyone. A lot of the actual gameplay is pretty similar to Disgaea. The overall presentation of combat, team-based attacks, how characters develop, the ability to execute combat without ending your turn. We'll put our people information here so we can stack up on this bat here. Let's see, I believe, yes, Kalat has a ranged attack. Exactly, yeah. It's pretty much the same combat engine. There are a few interesting differences here and there. We actually go into a little instance scene here when we begin battle.
We mustn't let our guard down around these bloodsuckers.
So yeah, we're about to curb stomp this tiny bat here.
Come on!
Yeet! I love that she just runs up and kicks it. It's great.
Goddess, forgive me.
Alright. So yeah. Anytime anybody participates in a fight, they gain experience. So you can have people stack up next to each other that don't necessarily take an attack turn, but will join in on the fight if they're close enough, and they get credit for the kill even if they're not the one that initiates it. Anyway, everybody's taking their turn. Let's let the bats go. Yeah, they basically line up like a standard RPG to show off the animations and such. There's a lot of nice little attention to detail. There's a lot of really good animation here. Yeah, like I said, they do a good job setting the tone for this game right off the bat. That even though you're going around fighting monsters, this is just another day at the office for these characters. I like it a lot. So, let's see. We'll move Priya behind. Alright. Yeah, we will move you up one so you can attack that one. Alouette, we will move you over here. And off we go.
Quit flapping around! Do you want me to smack you down?
If you end turn, it executes any battle maneuvers. Basically, for those less familiar with the game, you can initiate your attack moves without necessarily ending your turn. Now you can see here, even though that I had Alouettes face the other bat, she joined in this attack instead because she happened to be close by. And now the team joins in this battle as well. Exactly, yeah, just a very dismissive back-of-the-hand slap. She's got a lot of experience from keeping Priere in line. Alright, go team. Alright, this is a tutorial about another gameplay element. Again, I will work to summarize this, but basically a recurring element on the field is portals, which are these lines here. You'll be closing them as part of your mission objectives in addition to dealing with the enemies. And they work with the enemies in kind of an interesting way. In brief, anytime you close a portal, anything on that portal, any enemy on that portal takes damage, and it becomes a chain reaction as it goes down the line. Like 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, and so on. So if you can angle it towards the enemies, you can do a whole lot of combos. Now, any character standing on these lines orients them towards the enemy. We will make an example of these here bats. So, we will have her face these bats. You can see here, because he's facing that way and he's facing that way, it circles around and forms a line here. Now, we will deploy Culotte. You can have him stand right on here. Oh, because he's facing that way, we have to adjust here. And now, we purify this. And not only did it do damage, it did something that they did change for Ragnarok. Originally, you just got your turn and that was that, but because we were on the line, we got what's called a reaction, which allows these characters to take another turn. In fact, you can even issue an attack order, like completely exhaust a character's moveset, and if you close a portal with them standing on it, they will get another turn, and the person that closed the portal also does that as well. So you can imagine this radically changes the flow of combat, makes it possible to move pretty far across the battlefield so long as you're regularly closing portals. In fact, we will... Let's see. How should we best exploit this? Can we do this? Yes! Perfect! Culotte, do it again. Actually, wait. Sit tight. Going to move you right there. Perfect. Alouette. How about you... Let's see. Those guys are about to die, actually. That shouldn't be too much damage. I was trying to think of how best to take advantage of this. Actually, you know what? Move over here. Ah, that gets... Yeah, that feeds right into that line. Never mind. You know what? Go ahead and just purify that line. Alright. Now. Culotte, if you would be so kind. Alright. Now, we've got a couple more thingies we can take advantage of over here. Alright. Let's see, we can't do this because he is facing this way, and if you're facing a portal line, it will stop it there. Like if we put Culotte here and have him face the tiny bat, that will stop it without affecting him. So if we trigger it, he won't get another turn. So we'll back up. Rather nicely, you can undo any move before you commit to an attack. So it's real easy to reposition people as you need to. You don't necessarily have to commit to a move until you're sure it's the move you want to make. So here's what we're going to do instead. Culotte, old buddy, old pal, why don't you face this way? So yeah, it turns combat into kind of an interesting tactical puzzle, where you're using on-field elements to maximize the amount of damage you can do to enemies and the number of turns you get. So, if you'd be so kind. Nice. Let's see. How far can you get, my little friend? I think that'll work just fine. Stack up right over there. In fact... Why don't you go ahead and get an attack in while Priya is standing right there. Alright. Alouette. Go ahead and take a whack at him.
Such a tiny monster.
This might actually kill him.
Why you?
Colossus just throwing whatever he's got on hand at him. That's cute. Alright. Now, unfortunately, Alouette isn't on the attack line. I probably should have thought about that before, but that's okay. We should be able to finish this turn easily enough. Done. You do still want to finish them. I'm not sure you actually get any combat experience by finishing off an enemy with a portal line. But it can weaken the enemy and thin out their numbers before you go in yourself. An apple a day will make you pay. Hey! Way to go, Kalad. And we're done. Alright. Now we're into an actual dungeon, although it's still technically part of the tutorial. I believe this is where they teach purification, and here's where the game's signature element is. Pretty much any enemy character in the game can be recruited. So basically, you surround them and have to purify them, and then you beat the hell out of them, and that convinces them to join. How that works, I'm not exactly sure, but basically you're going to supply your army by repeatedly press-ganging enemies as you need to. So, we're going to face this here tiny bat. Give you a good old purification. So you see this thing down there says slightly interested. That represents relatively the chance of the enemy joining you once you defeat them. So, let's see. Kulab will want him right there. Actually, hang on a second. Yeah, we'll want him right here so he can purify the portal. Alright. Just sit tight, little buddy. Alright. Alright, hesitant to join. That's a start, but I think we can do better. So, first things first. Kulat. Alright. So why don't you move over here? Give him one more dab of purification. Likely to join. Good. Now I think we can take him out. So let us give him a whack and see if he joins up. See if he has learned the error of his ways.
This is all to become the next Maiden of Light. Let's do this.
You've done amazing work over the years, Miss Hale. I salute you. Alright, not enough to finish him off. That's okay. We'll get him on the next turn. Now see, they're ganging up on us. Not a huge problem this early on, but basically the reason you want to maximize your turns is because the AI is actually pretty intelligent. They're pretty good about figuring out which of your characters is the most vulnerable and how to put pressure on them. So, let us... yeah, we'll have Alouette finish this one off. Actually, wait, no, they're off. Right, because it's facing that way. So, yeah, here's what we'll do. We'll move you up. We'll have you face this way. Go ahead and give that guy a whack there. Go out, why don't you join in, get some experience. Actually, wait, hold on a second. Let's have you move, if at all possible. Nah, I think I'll have to use a turn. That's alright. Alright, team, let her rip.
All I've got, so I don't hold everyone back.
Alley-oop! Ah, ah. This is divine punishment.
Alright. Alright, Pierre leveled up. Very good. Goody goody gumdrops. Did we get a tiny bat? Yes! Haha. That's the stuff. Alright, now, let us purify this here portal. Give us a couple more moves. And Tiny Bat has now joined us. Hooray! It's punishment of a sort, don't get me wrong. Alright. Now, one item of a note. Every time you purify a monster, it's going to be more difficult to purify other monsters of the same type. It will eventually succumb, but the more of the same type you recruit, the more you're going to have to deal with. So let us... We'll send this bat into battle against that bat. And we're essentially playing Pokemon the home game. Now, your recruited creatures will gain levels with you, so long as they survive their encounters. So depending on what you recruit, there's incentive to help them develop, and obviously some critters are going to be a bit more valuable in the long term than others. Now, Priya, why don't you... Actually, hang on a second. Give that one another dose of purification. Come on, you want to join the church, don't you? You want to help. You want to help. You want to help worship the Maiden of Light, right? All your friends are doing it. You want to be cool, don't you? All right. Yeah. See, we piled on it, but it's still hesitant to join. So we'll see if this goes through.
In the name of...
Yep, I gotcha. Alright.
In peace.
Yeah! Bit number 3. Excellent. Excellent. Alright. Tell you what. Why don't you... hit the bench. What? No. Went a little too far there, buddy. There we go. And we'll deploy our other bat. Now we gotta get downfield and close those portals. I think these ones with the smoke coming out of them will eventually spawn other creatures, so you do want to start to hustle here. Can anybody get over there? Probably not. Ah, go figure. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to move in formation, because I think those bats will move to engage us. So. Usual formation here. Alright. Come and get me. Yeah, see, now they're going to try to tag team us. Fortunately, Alouette is pretty sturdy. And I think you actually do gain a kind of defensive bonus if you got everybody lined up. Although we have been leveling up as well. It's been a while, so there's some elements of this that are fairly rusty. Like, the reaction thing is new to Ragnarok as far as I know, but some parts of this sit strongly in the memory, but how the game actually plays took a little bit of getting used to again. Still, I quite like it a lot. Like I said, it's a TRPG that moves at a fairly brisk pace, and you'll see it when we proceed to the next map. It's actually pretty easy to get back out to the world map and save as much as you need to. Alright, so we got more bats here. Now it's time to start using these portals to our advantage. So, let's see. Actually, I think that portal right there will do us some good. So, how about this? Let us move you right there. be ready to give that portal a whack. Alright. Actually, we'll have you stand here. Kulot, how about you park yourselves right here? Let's see. Will that do damage? Actually, hang on a second. His range attack should work. So, facing. Alright. Okay, so he faces this way to hit that back. Gotcha. Oh well, we can still make that work. So. Alright. Bit number 3, come on down. Actually, how about you stand on the line right there? Fortunately, your recruited creatures also get extra turns if they are on the line. So let's start a chain reaction here. First.
Alley-oop!
Forgive me.
Alright. That's alright, kids. Suck it up. You're like, what, 12? You could take a sword to the face. Why not? Oh, shit! No, I fucked up. Because of the bat's right on there, I purified the bat instead of the portal. Okay, that's gonna be complicate things. Can I undo that? No, I cannot. Well, this will be fun. Do we have any items we can use to patch people up? No, we don't. Oh, well. Alright, we're just gonna have to be ready for a bit of a mauling here. Alright. Hang in there, team. Good news is our bit number 3 is perfectly willing to be cannon fodder for us. Like I said, sometimes the AI works smartly and goes for your soft targets, and sometimes they can't see the forest for the trees, and they go for your weakest enemy, like by the numbers, and not necessarily the biggest threat. So, how about this? Kulot. This presents us with an intriguing opportunity. Yes, here we go. Alright. Alouette, same deal. Just have everybody slap the guy next to them. Go for it.
Okay.
God power, keep my pimp hand strong. Alright. We should be able to purify that. Let her rip. Yes! Alright, how about this? Why don't you go over there. Give that guy a whack. Kulot, I want you to position... Actually, we can put this to our advantage.
I pity you, fool!
She's got legs, and she knows how to use them. By kicking the hell out of demons. As in, literally, through violence, physically removing the evil from monsters and making them good guys. And how did this game not get sequels? This guy had like 6. That ain't fair. World mocks my dreams. Anyway. Oh. Purify the square you're on. Yeah. Alright. Can we make use of this? I think we can. Always remember that song for Stacy Keebler. No one will know who that is unless you're a certain vintage. Yep, that is, once again, you and I are of similar minds there, friend. Alright. Now, Mrs. Bones, huh? Well. Mrs. Bones? More like, you're gonna miss us, Bones.
I think
Ha
some
ha!
of these may be poisonous. We should be careful.
So you should very definitely smack it with your hand. Or Kulak could just throw an apple into it, that works too.
Did it!
Yeah, yeah! Yay! Alright, so yeah, like I said, you can very easily just go back to the world map or to town if you want to save. In fact, we will bounce back out real quick just to demonstrate. So yeah, if you wanted to go back to town... Oh, what's this? Secret Island. That might be some DLC stuff that Ragnarok added. Not like... This kind of predates the idea of DLC in the usual sense, but you know what I mean. It's stuff that Ragnarok added, and I think they wanted it accessible from the get-go. Anyway, yeah, we can go right back in. We can go to the next room, the Grave of Fools. Oh, hey, Ivory, good to see you. Quite all right. Hey, I think we can handle him. Should we try converting him? But Brie, that's a zombie. So what? As long as he can fight, we can use him. If we want to convert him, keep purifying until you see he's decided to join. If you defeat him after that... Okay, so this is the actual... Yeah. Yep. Purification tutorial. Got it. Alright. Let's see. Is there a zoom out button? There it is. Yes. Alright. So this one's a bit longer, and we'll be using the portals to help our team get around further. So let's see. So we got some tiny bats right here. Can't really do much with this portal here. However, we can get people on the portal and redirect it. Alright, Kula, why don't you face that this way? Let's see, I could if I can get someone there. Problem is I don't think I can. That's a good question. I think it is... I'm pretty sure... I know it's the same engine in a lot of these same systems. I don't know if it's the exact same team. I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Alright, so... Actually, wait, I got a better idea. Let's undo... Alouette, why don't you park yourself right here? And bit number 3, park yourself there. As you can see, even though our creatures died in the previous map, we get them back full health here. So we want to keep the chain of energy going, so we'll each have a turn. But yeah, you can actually be fairly carefree with your critters. I don't know if it's actually possible to lose them. I think you have to actually delete them yourself. But don't be afraid to send them into battle, basically. It is the same studio, yes. I just don't know if they had a dedicated team for this, or it was rolled into their Sky project or what. Anyway. Nice. Alright. Now, let's make mincemeat out of these guys. Can we get... Ooh, yes we can. Yes, we can. Problem is, we need to redirect the flow. Good luck, buddy. Special job for you. I want you to haul up there. Actually, wait. Haul up here. So that way you are still in striking range. Alright. Priya, give him some cover. And we got enough bats on our team, so we will not be taking additional recruits. Instead, we will make use of the meat that we have. And let her rip. There's just a lot of charm to these characters. I like them a lot. Hey! That's how it's done, tiny bats. First lesson's free. Next one's gonna cost you. Alright. Alright. Now we can make use of this. So, Kulot. Well, that should be, Hal. And let's see. I bet we can do this. That'll do. Alouette. Kindly attack the bat to your right. There we go. Alright. Bat Bro, I got an idea. Why don't you go up here? Don't know if we can use that offensively, but we're gonna bloody well try. Alright. Leave that there for now. Alright. There you go, give him a smack. Goulet, if you'd be so kind. So yeah, 1 point of granularity, like a lot of NIS titles, is that you can... There's a lot of little ways in which you can further specialize and skill your characters up and increase the levels of your gear. I forget if the item world is a thing here. I know there's an optional dungeon you can do to improve your gear and such. I don't know if it worked quite the same way as it did in Disgaea. But there are similar elements in play. So, let's see here. Let's see if we can... Let's see if our purification... Yes, it will. Excellent. Beautiful. Alright. Tiny Bats, why don't you go down there and finish the job? Well, only one of you is going to finish the job. That's alright. Alright. Pretty, eh? Actually, we can do this again! Alright. Cool on, old buddy, old pal. Park yourself right there. Yes! Get dunked on. Way to go, Bit 3. We'll give you a snack when we get home. Nice. Alright. Alright. Change up. That's what I was looking for. So these things let us redirect. Okay, so we actually do have a couple here. So these let us redirect the flow of a portal, even if we can't reach them. It's limited range, but if you can put it somewhere, you can point it without having to physically be on the line. So let us get everybody up here. We need to get everybody to this here boss zombie so we can bring him to the light, as it were. Alright. Goulet, same deal. Why don't you face here? There you are. Why don't you face that way? There we go. It's a really great mechanic, and like I said, it helps give what would otherwise be kind of a long and potentially tedious battle much more breezier and more expedient feel to it. You're not feeling like you're waiting just a long time just to get across the map. It's very good at keeping the player moving. Alright. Up we go. Oh, apparently Alouette is... She's too good to climb up there for some silly reason. There's probably some element of the character that says she can only jump about yay high. That's alright. We'll get these two on the job. Start working them over. Alright. Culot, same deal, if you'd be so kind. Height restrictions, yeah, that makes sense. It's interesting, because, yeah, Culot and Prie were able to jump up easy enough. Anyway, make sure to get the treasure chest. Another change up, don't mind if I do. Now! Start working them over. Get that aggressive sales pitch going. Tell them how awesome it is to serve the Maiden of Light. Alright, I think everybody has moved. Now this guy will kindly keep still while we work him over. I think he'll literally only attack if attacked back. Perfect. Now. Alright, cool. I'll give him one more dab, and then I think we can start knocking some sense into him. Not quite. He's a stubborn one. But he'll soon learn some respect. Oof. Sorry, bit number 3. You served us well. Fear not, we will have need of you shortly. In the meantime, bit heart. Why don't you step in for them? Just, I don't want you to think about what happened to your comrade back there. I want you to focus on I want you to focus on the future. You do have magic, actually. That's your specials here. So yeah, in fact, I think we will go ahead and... Alright, that's healing. Be cruel to be kind. Let's try tough love. Why not?
Forgive me.
Alright. So yeah, he partly blocked that, but we do have special abilities, and they kind of take place outside the usual sphere of combat. The enemy may not get a chance to retaliate based on how close they are, or what else is going on with them. Alright. Cool out one more time, if you will. Decided to join. Good. Excellent. Now we can finish him.
Oh, you're just a pile of bones, and you kind of reek. Repent!
It's great, isn't it? Coup de grace is basically just a kick in the balls. That's literally what she's doing to the enemy. Alright. Thank you for joining us. Now we're going to beat the living shit out of you to show why joining us is the better decision. Yeah. It's literally how it works. It's great. Alright. Now, dogpile on him. Finish the job. This is part recruitment and part hazing ritual.
This hair is kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lose to that.
Yeah, you have way better hair. Mr. 12-year-old who's probably actually never had a haircut, to judge by that mop. There we go.
Not bad.
Yeah! Bones Turbo joined forces with you. Hell yeah! He's got Turbo right in the name. Alright, now. Back to the Devil's Stomach. You can replay maps if you want to grind them. You know, if you want to recruit more creatures, get more items and such. Is something wrong? Just look at the way the dark energy is flowing. So here's a special feature about dark portals, and what happens if you happen to get them all to enclose an area. Or or get a single one to enclose an area. If that zombie wasn't stopping the flow, it'd make a complete circle. I see. You're talking about miracle attacks, right? I knew you'd understand, Kalat. Hello, I have no idea what you two are talking about. To create a miracle attack, form a circle of energy covering 15 or more squares. When you purify the portal, all the enemies inside the circle take damage. This can be difficult to do, but it's very powerful. Unless using light blue healing energy, there must be an enemy inside the circle for this to attack. Yeah, their name is literally Kulat. As you can see, in this case, we first have to defeat this zombie to complete the circle. Once the energy is flowing in the circle, we just have to purify the dark portal. Also, if a miracle attack is triggered, it will trigger a purification reaction on all your allies in the area. So basically, if we manage to do this, which is difficult to do, but everybody in the area gets, all your friendlies get another turn. Yeah, it is pants. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, it's more powerful than blah blah blah. Got it. Well, here goes nothing. We're big ass in Spanish. I sense some overlap in the language there, in the two languages there. All right, now. Last, we don't have our bats there. We'd have to go back out to the world map to get them, but I think we'll make do with Bones Turbo there. So, we need to take this guy out here. Hey, Bones. So, I want you to get over there and attack. Alouette. Let's see. Can you attack from down there? Probably not. So, we'll keep you in reserve. Kulat, how about you get over here? If you know one, you can pick up the second relatively well, because the terminology sounds a lot of the same. Interesting, interesting. You know, I never thought about that, but yeah, that actually does kind of make a lot of sense. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can finish this guy off. Get him, Bones Turbo! Yeah! Bones Turbo, you're the fucking man! Yeah, that makes sense. All romance languages. Anyway, now we have us a nice, tidy square here we can work with. Yep. Alouette, please do not break this happy circle. There you go. Instead, use the happy circle to break them. Y'all fuck now, baby. And that's basically an auto win for the map in this case. Nice. Alright. Yeah, like I said, it's difficult to set up. That obviously was set up for demonstration purposes, but when you can pull it off, it is tremendously powerful. So anyway, we can't go here just yet, so we go to the Caretaker's room next. There's something a bit odd about that square by those zombies. Very observant, Sister Prie. It's just animal instinct. Moving on to one of those flashing panels will cause an event. An event? So we don't know what happened until we do it, huh? It's basically just an in-battle dialogue thingy. Sometimes it'll be necessary for plot, is my understanding, but this is just showing off how it works. Now, we do have us a portal right there. So how's about Bones Turbo? Why don't you step on up over here? Alright. What we're gonna do is gonna whack this here bat. Kulat, I want you to just park yourself right there. Don't do anything just yet. Just kind of stay right there. Prie, same deal. We're going to get you some movement power here. You know the drill, kids.
forgive me. Alley-oop!
Alright. Now, if I recall right, I think you can purify without changing your facing. Let's try it out. Yes! So yeah, you don't necessarily have to be looking at a portal in the right direction to channel the flow. You just have to make sure that your facing is pointing where you want it to go. Now, Bones Turbo. Why don't you get over there and help soften that guy up? Create will accompany you. And we want to be careful, those dudes will move off the panel there, or off that platform there.
Repent!
Oh yeah. Bones Turbo is going to be an invaluable part of this party. Nice and easy.
Rest in peace.
Alright, let's see what these guys wind up doing. Nothing. Perfect. I think they will swarm us if we get close enough, but there are portals there that we can make use of, and we shall. Let's see. How's about... Alright, facing Bones Turbo doesn't have quite the level of movement there, but I think we can make use of that. We're going to do something a little tricksy here. Oh shit, no we can't. The guy on the zombie on the platform is there. Damn it. Okay, situation less than ideal. I'm about to make a calculated pro game move, but fuck me, I'm bad at math. Yeah, pretty much. Alright. Fuck it, we'll use a different change-up on top. Oh, here we go. That's why I missed the rotate button. Now. God damn it. Well, it was a noble effort, but we're stuck with the situation we have. Damn it. Alright. It is what it is. Move up and use something expensive on these guys. Yeah, use it on this guy right here. Why not? You interested in join now? Not all that dramatic, not all that damaging compared to her basic attack, but good way to soften up an enemy. And it does have range. Alright. We will face the critter here. Oop, yep. Oh, no. Face the zombie. Damn it. One interesting detail, you can actually undo units out of order. Like you saw here, we moved the Bones Turbo back kind of on accident. Even though the others had gone first. Alright. Now. This will sting a bit, but we are still out-leveling them. Oh god, they're gonna gang up on Bones Turbo. No! Hang in there, Bones Turbo. Yes! Bones Turbo is way too fucking strong for that. Alright. Now here's something that you're probably not going to think to try. Oh, hang on a second. Wrong character. That you're probably not going to think to try based on your experience with every RPG ever, but you can actually heal the undead. So here we go. Bones Turbo. Patch yourself up, buddy. Yeet! So yeah. Whatever you recruit, your healing magic works just fine on them. I believe there are some elemental dependencies and such that work more effectively on some creatures than others, but don't worry about the whole revive kill zombie thing. That is not a factor here. Alright, now we can do some thinking with portals here. Okie dokie. Actually, why don't you go ahead and hop up on there? Search this area. I call shenanigans. I know, it seems weird, right? Alright, it's a button. Let's push it. A lock has opened in the next room. So that room with the question marks we saw in the list back there has opened up, and that'll be the next area. So, let's go ahead and purify this portal here. Yeet! Alright. Kulot, why don't you hop on back there? Don't worry, Bones Turbo's got this. In fact, why don't you get on over here and... No, we'll move you over here. Join in the fun. Oh yeah, look at this. You can actually use this to exceed the normal range of your target's attack. Basically, if you started a fight with an enemy group, and one member of that group is normally out of range of the attack of another character, you will be able to attack them as well. Because you saw here, Bones Turbo was able to take a swipe at Secretly Bones just because he was part of the fight. So it is advantageous in many ways to stay in formation as you engage the enemy. You'll see that they'll often take pains to do that themselves. Alright. Bones Turbo getting some practice in. Now, right, we have a big kahuna bat up there. Oh, there we go. Sadly, the shoulder buttons on your controller do not rotate your camera. That's purely the right thumbstick there. Anyway, let's send some people out to deal with that. Alouette, let's have you start over here. Alright, Kulot. Join in on that guy right there. Don't worry, you'll have Bones Turbo with you. He's a professional.
Okay.
Nice! Good throw, kid. Oh yeah, he's a natural. Gonna call you Bones Ultra by the end of this. I think you can rename them, but I'm not sure. Anyway, that bat should stay there, but we do have a tiny bat spawning from there. Yeah, we'll move up through here. We'll make use of that there portal. That's alright. Near enough that Alouette should be able to activate the portal on the next turn. And that'll let us move a little bit quicker. Alright. Tiny Bat's coming at us. He's looking to have some fun. Don't you worry, friend. There'll be plenty of that to go around. Damn, we're one square short. So yeah, without the portals, it can still be a little bit of a slog to get past some of these more confined maps. Overall, there's quite a lot to like in how this game moves. And actually, here, why don't you park yourself right here? Ah, damn it. Nope, never mind. Doesn't work across the gap. That's alright. Nope. We can still make use of it. Bats definitely want trouble. We will be happy to provide. Alright. Park yourself on the portal, if and you'd be so kind. Now what? Kindly give everyone a turn. Alright, I think it might be because this isn't traversable. There's no way down for any of your characters, so that's why the portal didn't work on them. That is alright. We will make do. Alright. Kindly squash that bat if you'd be so kind.
Here we go.
Alright. So we're actually starting to make use of some of the skills we learned. I think that gives her a temporary, like, strength up or something for the attack.
Maiden of Light.
Again, a lot of this stuff is, like, the original game came out 20 years ago, so we're going back a ways. And it's kind of impressive that they sought to do this, because, like I said, you know, the Disgaea is obviously the more popular and more well-known series that NIS has put out. But this game always had kind of a niche following, and kind of a cult following. And I was definitely one of the people that was hungry for a port of Ragnarok that just never got it. So it definitely, I am glad to see that it's here, and I'm glad to see that it is not only intact, but actually better than I remember the original being. So Ragnarok makes exactly the right kind of improvements. Alright, so we are going to send Alouette over to that bat there. Kulot, you'll go with her. Why don't you heal yourself up, buddy?
Okay.
Alright. Alright. Well, this bat's not long for this world. Seriously, yeah. Ragnarok was 2009, so damn long time. Like I said, the nearest parallel I can think of is Valkyria Chronicles, because I think the second game was 2010, and obviously that was very surprising that that game jumped to PSP, 2, that it got a US release anyway, and 3, that the third game did not. Alright, so we're going to park you there. We'll use another one of these change-ups here. Actually, wait, I think we'll need you to purify. Yeah, she won't be able to purify because she laid an item down. That is quite alright. Ah, damn it. Not far enough. Bollocks! Ah, well. Still getting a hang of the movement restrictions on your characters. They can be a bit short of where you need them to be. But that's okay. We can make this work. Cool, why don't you go ahead and squash that one.
Okay.
Nice, good man. Just killed it with a lollipop.
Scary.
Yeah, I'm sure it was so terrifying. You just killed him with snack food, man. Alright, cool. So Bat Shogun is going to want a Bat Mix, that's what it's called. Ooh, okay. This bat can dodge. And it can tank. That complicates things. Oh, possibly, yeah.
You suck.
It's like that horse in Half-Baked. Fed him a bunch of Funyuns and then killed him. This horse is a diabetic! Okay, here we go. So now... what we can do... Gulat... Better idea. Now we can make use of this here portal. Alright, pray. Kindly face the big boy there. Yeah, why not? Oh, wait, no, we don't have the SP for that. Keep forgetting she doesn't have a heal. But, you know, on brand for her. She's pretty much just pure offense. Let's see. What can we do with you, buddy? You know what, we'll just have you kill the little bat there. There we go, that took a chunk out of him. Alright. There we go.
In the name of the Maiden of Light.
I get the feeling Alouette has to do this often. Prairie just goes in, punching and kicking the enemy, and then she has to, like, pick her off the ground afterward. Alright, now then. Kulat, same deal. Give Bones Turbo some healing love there.
Okay.
Alright. Brie, form a line with Bones Turbo. Lock your shields, even though you don't have them. There we go, Kulat's in the fight now too.
Okay.
That's a sturdy bat there. We'll wear him down though.
You may have a lot of meat on you, but I doubt you'll taste any good.
That implies she's done that before. Just killed and then eaten something she's taken down. And that'd be 100% on brand for her. Okay, this thing is being real shifty. I think we need to surround it and then beat it to hell. There we go. Possibly because it had an elevation advantage. Alright. Bones Turbo, I want you to go over here and get ready to hammer him. Kulat, I want you to move over here. We're going to have you go for the treasure shortly, but first, kindly... Yep. Oh, that's nice. You can actually spend more points to heal more than one person. Kindly pick Prier on the ground there. There we go. Right, that makes sense. Yeah, that's kind of how it worked in Disgaea, too. Nice. I like when games do that, where they let you charge more... They let you supercharge your spells for more SP.
An attack by a bat of that size could be disastrous. Everyone, be careful.
Alright, the gang's all here. There we go. Fuck him up. Yes! Now it should pick a fight with us, and I think that'll... Oh, no. It's going to attack Alouette. And she's technically on her own side there. Oh, boy. Okay, good. I was worried it might get another turn. Alright. Kulat, go for the treasure. Hey! Glasses. Nice. Very important, that. Alright. Go. Yeah, take a cough drop. There you go. Have a Halls. Accessories for accuracies, exactly. There we go. Fuck yeah! Bones Turbo, you and I are gonna get along just fine. Yeah! Hey, got an ability too. Badass. Alright. So yeah, that switch we hit opened to the next room. And I believe this is just a little plot sequence here. What the? Mont Blanc Castle. A lot of French names in this game. You can tell that's kind of the theme they're going for. What's the castle doing here? Don't ask me, I have no idea. This must be the source of the zombies. I sense impurity here. Wait a minute. You're not suggesting we go inside. Exactly, yeah, it's in the name. I think I'll be going now. It's silly anime slapstick, but you know what? In this context, it works. There's a term for that. It's dereliction of duty, and it's unforgivable. In the name of the Maiden of Light, I order you to go on. Bossy old bat. I heard that. Name of the Maiden of Light, I forbid you to use the term old bat ever again. Alright, alright. Focus, Sister Prie. Let's find out why these zombies are in the world of the living. Don't forget, the fate of these poor creatures rests completely on your shoulders. If we fail, their souls will continue to wander forever. It's a terrible responsibility, but that's part of our job as demon hunters. Alright, and so our merry trio continues on their way to continue fighting evil in the Hall of Justice. But that'll be a story for another time. We'll go back to the world map and we'll call it a night there. So yeah, that's Pucelle Ragnarok. Like I said, I really liked this game when it came out. This is a very nice update. I was very surprised to, and pleasantly surprised to see it get a Steam release. Thank you so much for my fellow Twitch friend, Pecorino, for letting me know. That was, again, I had no idea this was coming. And I'm, like, on a mailing list for a bunch of NIS stuff from back in the days when I was part of a gaming blog. But yeah, it's a great update of a title I really liked a lot. Thought deserved more recognition than it got at the time. So yeah, it's a pleasant surprise, and I'm having a good time with it. I definitely recommend it. It's easy to get into and easy to play in short bursts. It's the kind of game you don't have to sit down for several hours to make progress in. And it's approachable, which is a difficult thing for a TRPG to get, but I think they pull it off nicely. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a good night. No stream next Saturday. I'll be taking that week off. The following Saturday, I'll be playing Stray, and the following Sunday, I'll be playing Time Break Chronicles. That's another interesting little mix of throwback and modern title, but more on that later. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for coming.